Ain't no husband nowhere around. You're not a prize. But you think I'm going to sit here and let you talk about men and hairlines being too far back or they being too short? I'm going to sit here and let a woman talk about men like they trash, but you got 3 kids. You ain't never been married. Like, ain't nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with you, too. You had 3 different opportunities.
I already know y'all are gonna cause a fit and be displeased and be upset and blah, 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 but I really don't care. So here's the message. If you're a black woman, especially if you're a bigger or heavier black woman and you want to be treated, it's really time you drop the black love fantasy and start considering dating other men, because most black men are not that guy.
Why we can't be humble no more? What is wrong with women? What is wrong with y'all? I'm talking about y'all. You ain't talking about me. I'm humble. I try to always give thanks from where I'm at.
So the women, the same nigga that y'all going to war over, he eats my ass.
Nigga, what?
Sade, before we leave, I wanted to tell you that I ain't got no money for the light bill this month. I paid everything else, but I ain't got no.
Oh, I got you. That's no biggie. I got you. I got some in my wallet, but I have to give you some more because I only have a couple dollars in my wallet.
What is this?
It's $4.
I can't do nothing with $4. Sade, what? $4? I can't wipe my ass with $4. It's not enough money.
Why would you throw that money?
It's $4.
Like
You could at least give me some.
I literally just told you I was going to give you more. I just said I'm going to go to the bank. You're being ungrateful.
We're not going to have no lights. We just not going to have no damn lights.
Okay, well, we'll light a damn candle because you're really being ungrateful.
I'm not being ungrateful.
I just told you I'm going to help you out.
For long as you dollars, I can put a lemonade stand on and make $4. What is that? Like,
okay,
if I wanted $4, I could go make $4.
I'm done, because you being very disrespectful, and you ain't even got to do all that. I just told you I'm going to go get some more from the bank. But you want to be ungrateful, that's fine.
I'm not being ungrateful. You got me $4. I can't do nothing with that.
I just said I'm going to go get some more from the bank. You can't.
What is your type? Like, what do you like physically?
Rich.
I said physically, not monetarily.
6'1", light skin.
So let's say they're under 6 foot and they're rich. Does that help?
Yeah.
That helps?
Duh.
So how much does a guy need to make?
It don't matter what he makes, it matters how he spend it.
How should he spend it?
On me.
So would you say you're an expensive person?
Duh.
Do you expect your man to pay all the bills?
Duh.
Your car payment, your hair, your nails, everything.
What is he doing if he's not paying for what I need to do?
But if that's the case, what do you provide in return if he's paying for everything?
Myself. Period.
Do you know how to cook?
Yeah, I'm vegetarian, but I do not.
Oh yeah, she has lost a lot of her opportunity if she's saying vegetarian.
But she's sexy. Drops mine. I'm done.
Please, go on. So she wanted her man to pay her car payment, all the bills, buy Prada bags and everything on her, and all she provides is herself, just herself. And on top of that, she cooks vegetarian?
Delusional.
Come on, honey, be realistic here.
How do women get to this state of mind? Right? It seems like every time you sit back and they do these sidewalk interviews outside of a club and they ask these questions and women tell them, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Why does every girl say the same thing? It's simple. No one's going to say they want lower shit, especially when you're dealing with younger girls. Younger girls are going to be delusional because they have so many guys in their DM that say, oh, I'm rich, I can buy you this. I'm rich, I can get you that. I'm rich, I can get you this. This is why I tell men, you must understand what women are thinking, not buy exactly what another man tells them by going undercover as a woman. How do you do that? You create a fake account online, use a woman's photo, and you watch what type of messages she gets. And these are the type of messages that women get from guys. I want to love you. I want to buy you a house. I want to do this for you. So when they get to these interviews, sidewalk interviews, they're just responding to what guys have already said to them. Are they delusional? Yeah. Will they eventually outgrow it when they don't get it? Yeah. Should you sit back and wait for them to outgrow it and then feel bad for saying that? No. No. That's the problem. As men, you gotta accept that women are delusional and stop wasting your life picking at their delusionalism, because the quicker you understand they're delusional and you start to focus on self, women seem to get undelusional and they start to like you. They start to adjust to the man who's not living in delusion. When it comes to these type of interviews, every guy is saying the same thing. So women are going to say whatever it is they got to say to get the attention and the views. But
for me to be comfortable, like staying at home and not working,
feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000. I guess if they made less than that, I feel like we wouldn't have the lifestyle I wanted, so I would work.
And what lifestyle is that?
Anywhere from 70 to 100K.
$500,000. I know that 1% of men make $500,000, or like less than 1% of men or something.
Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
If your wife can spend more than you make, like you need to make more money. So it really just depends. 150, maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure.
How can you ask for equality and also promote such a parasitic lifestyle at the same time?
Ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000. If I was making significantly less than a partner, it would make me feel insecure, like I wasn't on the same level as them. Not that I'm trying to like be super equal with my partner.
Typical delusion from a woman. Typical delusion. But you have to understand, women follow blueprints. That's why they're under this state of mind. They follow blueprints. What do I mean blueprints? That means when you get a group of women together, it is so easy to get all these group of women to think the same. When you get a group of men together, it's harder to get a group of men to think the same because of their individualism. Most guys think the more knowledge I learn, the more value I'm going to have. So when it comes to men, it takes them longer to catch on to thinking processes. But when it comes to women, they're natural followers. So when you give them a blueprint on how to think, they take that and run with it. This is why when you do these interviews with women, they're all saying the same delusional thing. Why? Because they're natural followers. They're following the agenda blueprint that's been pumped into them through high school, that's been pumped into them through college. The same thing that women are thinking now, they must think high of themselves. They must think high of the mate that they're gonna have. They have to outdo the man. The problem that's happening with men, they told you, hey, be weak, be vulnerable, be loving, be self-expressionatory. You ain't got to worry about money. Don't worry about being successful. Don't worry about doing that. Love will get you where you got to get to. But they told the women, no, a man with money is going to get you where you got to get to. That's what's happening in society. Women have been brainwashed that the man they supposed to be with is supposed to be higher, and men have been brainwashed to be weak. We need to brainwash the men to say, I'm gonna own a business. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna chase my dreams. I'm gonna do that. Because the ones that do it, you're able to shut down a woman's delusion. One thing that men have to do in order for you to be successful in life and be happy, you have to accept that woman's nature is delusional and it's very emotional. But you have to guide that throughout your life. A woman's delusion and her emotion and her manipulation has men saying, you know what? I'm just not going to do nothing with my life. I'm mad women say they want $300,000 a year. I don't make that much. So if all the girls want that, I'm just not going to get rich. I'm not going to be able to achieve it. That's what we have going on in society. The standards of a woman have put men under so much pressure that they feel like they don't want to do nothing with their life anymore. As a man, accept woman's nature. Put it to the side, because the woman out there that's for you is there. But first, you have to get to who you are. You have to start chasing dreams. I keep saying this. Women like this are going to come and go, and it's worse in bigger cities. The bigger the city is, the more delusional the woman is. You get to small towns, those women are real easy to just throw on some jeans, no makeup, go out there and be like a little tomboy. They're more loyal. Country girls are more loyal in a relationship because they don't see it. These are city women that are falling under the manipulation. Listen, when I'm giving advice on women, I can't always be biased on the man. And the reason why I can't say all women is because now I'm messing you up. The red pill gives you information on a universal scale, but life is not ran on a universal scale. In America, in the West, each of our states are the size of countries in Europe. So technically in the United States, it's like 50 countries, which means that the mindset is different in each avenue. You have to be adjustable. This is Western thinking. When you get over there in the Middle East, these women do not talk like this at all. Men have to understand that. So you stop getting upset with every little thing that a woman does. Accept the red pill, accept she's delusional, but don't let it affect your own life. Get to the next one on these.
When it comes to dating and relationships, who is typically seen as the prize, the man or the woman?
The woman. Ooh, the woman for sure. The woman. The woman. The woman.
So if the woman is the prize, what would that make the man?
The wallet. Yeah.
Doesn't that place the man at a lower value and status to the woman?
Yes.
Don't women typically want to date a man on her level or higher?
Yes.
So don't women typically want to date a man who's a prize and not a loser?
No, I like to be better.
So if a woman declares herself the prize, isn't that relationship destined to fail?
No, because I think, actually I know I'm a prize. And so.
One thing that a man has to understand about a woman, and that men too, everyone talk that talk whenever you're not putting the energy in. In other words, when you sit down and talk to women on an individual scale, they're not going to have respect for men. They're going to always place themselves higher. Why is that? Once again, we have to go down to manipulation. The manipulation is through the social media. If most girls are waking up every single day and got hundreds of guys that are just willing to give them the world without getting to know them, they're going to look at them at a low vibration and they're going to think something is mentally ill with them. This is what men have to understand. You are in competition with simps that are placing them on a pedestal. The more that they get placed on a pedestal, the less survival rate is going to be for you. What does that mean? That means that you're truly not going to have the power over women until you become the best version of yourself and force their delusion to become a reality. See, when you're the man that has everything and you're going places, she's going to adjust herself out of the reality, out of the delusion, in order to try to fit you. That's why you see so many girls, when they get to the guy that's not giving them compliments, they fall in love with him. They don't say none of this crap. They only say this crap to guys they're not interested in. When women get in front of guys that they're interested in, they change all of this. They'll change who they are. They'll change who their belief system is. As long as men are asking them delusional questions, women are continue to give you delusional answers.
You already know this BC nigga claims don't make sense. This is a story on World Star Hip Hop of a guy that discovered his girl was cheating after going through her phone. And upon leaving, she bribes him with $1,000. So instead of just walking out and leaving the situation alone as he should have, he allows her to get the money out and he accepts it and just tells her to delete the numbers out of her phone. That's simp-like behavior. It's emasculation. That's something what a man would do back in the day. If his woman caught him cheating, he'd just go buy her an expensive gift or bribe her with some money, whatever the case may be. Especially if you're of the world. If you're a person that loves trivial things, if you're a person that's low vibrational, you can be bought. Because money is the root of all evil. And people have been craving this type. People crave validation. They crave money. And because of this, they wander away from the faith. They crave validation and money more than they crave intelligence. More than they crave discernment. More than they crave faith. This is the generation we live in. And they will publicly put this online. I don't care if it was a joke at the end of the day. I don't care if it's a parody. You shouldn't even put yourself in the light that somebody can depict you as such. This is really sad that we live in this day and age that people are literally doing anything just to get fame.
Reason for that is because that's what they're addicted to. When you sit up and you're giving somebody all of this attention and you're getting so many people attention, right? You want the attention back. That's the disadvantage of being a people pleaser. And I've told you guys thousands of times, the internet is filled with people pleasers who got their heart broken by people they gave too much attention to. Majority of people that are online, you come here to hide away from reality. But majority of you, before you get here, you've put your all into someone else. You became a people pleaser. You didn't just try to please your girlfriend. You tried to please mom. You tried to please dad. You tried to please auntie. You tried to please the entire world is who you tried to please. So when you want the attention and you want people to listen to you, they don't want to listen to you anymore because you normally want to speak out whenever you're aggravated, whenever you're mad, Whenever someone's taking advantage of you, then you want to talk. But then the world doesn't give you any attention back. So the internet is filled with people who are seeking attention and they're frustrated they can't get it because they're giving too many people attention. This is how new content creators get created. It's because they're watching so many content creators that they're like, shit, I could do the same thing as you, act the same way as you. I keep watching all your videos. I might as well start making videos and getting the attention myself. And then when they start making the videos and get the attention, they start to feel good about themselves. They start to feel confident. They start to feel like a leader. But unfortunately, in this space, you're not really a leader in this space. In this space, you're just a misery supporter. You get what I'm saying? So understand, guys. When you want attention and you want love, that's what people are thirsty for the most. But unfortunately, you have to earn it. And the only way you get that is by being somebody and being something. That's why we live in the world we live in. People want all the gratifications of someone that worked for it, but they don't want to work for it. And they get lost in the sauce. The more time you spend alone by yourself, the more entitled you're going to feel that the world owes you something and they don't. That's the state of mind that we're living in with people. They're dying off slow and they can't even see it.